guys, this is Slithersy here and welcome to It Moves. This game is similar to Our Oni and I have no idea exactly what the story is about. All I know is that it's supposed to scare you. But honestly, it's a horror game, so what do you expect? Let's start a new game. It's gonna be top-down view, just like Our Oni. From what I understand. Bedtime. Bedtime is supposed to be a happy event for a tired child. For me, it was terrifying. While some children might complain about being put in bed before they have finished watching a film or playing their favorite video game, when I was a child, nighttime was something to truly fear. Somewhere in the back of my mind, it still is. Okay, and here I am. This is me. Alright, this is me, people. There's the poster right there. There is the bed, my bed. Alright, wolf. It's a wolf. It's not a wolf, technically. It's a painting of a wolf. What is this? Poster from a movie. I got it from my brother. Okay, so we have a brother full of toys and stuff. Alright, this is so far very similar to me, because I also have a brother, Mr. Teddy. Alright, hopefully I don't get too deep into this. A table. A chair. Right? A chair? No, it's not a chair. Alright, let's just go. Let's go. Oh! Okay, it's just my family. I cannot prove that what happened to me was objectively real, but I can swear that what I experienced was genuine horror. I fear, which in my life, I'm glad to say, has never been equaled. I will relate it to you all now as best as I can. Make of it what you will. But I'll be glad just to get it off my chest. Alright, so I assume this is not what's actually happening right now, but more of a recollection of what has been happening. And we cannot go this way. We can go this way though. This is my brother's room. He told me yesterday to keep out of the room that we both had shared until then. Wait, so is that his brother's room? That we shared, or maybe a different room? Probably a different room, I don't know, maybe. Who is this, my mother? This is my father. Okay, well, I'm gonna go this way. I can't remember exactly when it started, but my apprehension towards falling asleep seemed to correspond with me being moved into a room of my own. Okay, a room of your own. This is my mother. And what is this? Nothing too interesting. Why are they so quiet? Mom told me not to touch her stuff, especially this stuff. Bruh, I don't want to know what the heck is in there. Box is full of stuff. Yep, nothing interesting about those. Ventilation, I think Mom said this is. You think? Right. Okay, a man with a mustache. And a bunch of clothes in there. Alright, well, let's go out. There's nothing much interesting in here. I was 8 years old at the time, and until then, I had shared a room quite happily with my older brother. So it's a different room. As is perfectly understandable for a boy 5 years my senior, my brother eventually wished for a room of his own, and as a result, he got his own room. I was given the room at the back of the house. Oh, wait. So is it his room now? As my brother was given a new bed, I was given the bunk beds, which we used to share. While I was upset about sleeping on my own, I was excited at the thought of being able to sleep in the top bunk, which seemed far more adventurous to me. Honestly, I couldn't agree more. Sleeping at the top is like the best thing ever. It's like you're the top man. You're like it's like a hierarchy. You're the top. Flowers, Mom put these here. Okay, do we go back to my room? Suppose we do. Yep, we go back to my room. And he's walking on his own. Noises? Oh, that's just my mother. Mom. Alright, it's bedtime. Already? Yes, adults need their sleep. You see, you'll be sleeping alone for the first time. Okay. You excited? Yes, Mom. Yes, Mom. Just get out of my room already. Okay, and there we go. We're in bed. Alright, I'm turning off the lights. Good night. Good night. And there we go. Now, the fear is striking. We're gonna go into like the flippin'... Oh, chapter 1, cave. We're gonna go into a cave. Okay. Well, we're going into a cave. Hopefully it's not too bad of a cave. Okay, it seems like a really bad cave. Let's save. Apparently it forces us to save. Save to which... Oh, do I need to save over here? There we go. Okay. And we're over here. And there's a monster. At least apparently it's a monster. I'm not sure. It looks like a monster. There's these stuff. No, don't know what they are. Can't touch them. And what about you? You're on a tray. Okay. He's doing whatever he's doing on a tray. Not quite sure what it is. Tons of bugs. This place is pretty cool, actually. Hello. What? Oh, is that the way out? This is the entrance, man. The flippin' skull is the entrance. A pot and some ragged cloth. And what is this? A pot? Another pot? I wonder what's cooking. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we should look inside. Bro, there's a man looking at me from out there. Yo. Hello, buddy? Ooh! Stalking is such a strong word. I prefer to think of it more as intense research on one individual. By the way, your missing sock is under your bed with me. Just kidding. Ha ha ha. Bruh, you're creepy. You are creepy. A cold and unwelcoming breeze comes from the bottom of the stairs. Go down. Obviously. Let's go to the unwelcoming breeze. Okay. Okay, bruh. Weird mushrooms, looks poisonous. Let's not eat them. Let's just go down. Just continue. What is that? There's something over there. There was something shiny over there. I can't see the bottom. Okay, whatever. Whatever. What is this? See, there's something shiny. Purple mushroom, definitely poisonous. And I cannot get over there. Oh! I don't know what that was, but I am getting out of here. Is this poisonous as well? Oh! The shining is just from the walls. Okay, just random shining. There is a red liquid seeping out from the mushroom hat. Well, let's not get close to it. I feel like this place is crazy. All poisonous. Everything here is poisonous. We just continue going down. And hopefully we don't fall in the holes. There's nothing over here. At least it seems like. Yeah, nothing. We continue going to the right. Oh my... Bro! What? I choked on my saliva. Oh my gosh. Let's continue. What the heck is this? Oh! It's a puzzle! Alright. Bing bang bong. This? No. How are we gonna solve this? Bro, I don't know how I'm gonna solve this, man. I solved it. Okay. Well, that was easy. Just do something until it works. Best strategy ever. And is something coming after me? Mian? Mian? I'm not going back there. I'm gonna continue forward. Okay. Wow. Oh! It's right above me. It is right above me. Just go. Just go. Just continue going. Continue walking. Like nothing ever happened. Why am I slow? Everything is shaking, bro. Shaking bacon. Shaking bacon. Something gonna be in front of me. Bro. Oh, it's right behind me! It is right behind me! It's a stalky creature. Go! I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead! I died. Did I die? I think I died. Was that supposed to happen? Because, like, I had nothing to do. At all. Oh. I'm back. Mom! I had a bad dream! Mom! Where's Mom? Am I still in the dream? Hello? It's locked. Stupid bro. No need to go there here right now. I don't even know what's over there. I shouldn't go outside right now. Okay, let's go to the left. They're sleeping. Mom! I had a bad dream. Mom, I had a bad dream. Bap, bap, bap. Sweetie, what's wrong? I had a bad dream. Oh, that's too bad, sweetie. I'll be up in a minute and we can eat breakfast together. Alright, hurry up. Go change your clothes and I'll be right there. Okay. Wow. So impatient. Yeah. We go back and change our clothes. Let's go. At least we're in the real world now, right? There we go. Changing. Changing, bro. Now we're a gentleman. And so another day started. It was a day of little importance to our story. I won't bother you with details. The one thing I remember is that even though I played with friends like I always did, I somehow still felt lonely. I don't enter my new room until later that night. It was time to go to sleep again. New room? Oh, this room. Right. And we go in. Back to the dream world. Right? I'm not gonna fall asleep. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm falling asleep. Very, very slowly. Chapter 2, Labyrinth. Okay, let's see what this is about. At least we're not in the cave. Oh, this feels worse, dude. This is worse. Okay. We can't go down here. Alright, what about this? No, we can't. And what is this? Can't look at that. There's some smiley faces on the walls. This is like a whole maze, dude. Sad face. Well, you sad all of a sudden. Happy face. Is this a puzzle? Oh, it's a puzzle, man. I gotta click the right buttons. A sad, happy, and sad and happy. Okay, this is the right button. No. This. No. Okay, so happy, happy, sad, sad. Maybe. Alright. This. No. Okay. Well, I got it. That was pretty much the last trial and error thing that I had to do. So we go up here. Get this. And then we turn this off. Ah! And it's unlocked. And now we go explore this huge flippin' maze area. Oh my god. What's with the noises? What's with the noises, man? You're creeping me out. What is that? Is that illegal? Okay. Okay. There's a face on the screen. Apparently the little girl was a demon. Whoa. Nope. There's something coming after me. Oh! Gee, flippin' Christmas. Holy shit. There's things over here. Dude, I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to do? How do I get out of here? What is that? Nothing of interesting, I think. Oh, another little girl. Hello, girl. Okay. I think she's good. She's innocent. Another little girl. And I'm becoming faster. I'm like draining their power or something. I posted for some concert. It looks old. Okay, let's go this way. Maybe we'll find another little girl over here. What is this? A wanted poster. Oh, hopefully I'm not wanted. Another little girl. Found ya. Okay. Okay, what is that? Some kind of machinery. Anything down here? Oh my gosh! Dude! Flippin' Christmas. Okay, I'm getting all the little girls, bro. That sounds weird, but it's not, man. It's not. I'm being serious. Where are you? Oh my gosh. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Like, I don't know, man. Oh, the flippin' creepy monster girls. Where are you? Oh my god, dude, the monsters. The monsters, man. It's becoming more and more dark. What is that? Ventilation, maybe? The air is still stuffy, though. Dude, what else am I supposed to do? What is that? Looks like a fan. Okay. Go down. Bro, where is she? Flippin' Batman, man. Where the heck are you? Oh, there she is. Found her. Anything else? Oh my god. Okay, instruction how to use the fire extinguisher. And what happened? We woke up? When you awaken from a deep sleep to something moving or steering, it can take a few moments for you to truly understand what is happening. Oh no. Is that one type of sleep? How was it called? No, I forgot how it was called. The fog of sleep hangs over your eyes and ears even when lucid. Something was moving, there was no doubt about that. At first I wasn't sure what it was. Everything was dark, almost pitch black, but there was enough light creeping in from outside to outline the room. Two thoughts appeared in my mind almost simultaneously. The first was that my parents were in bed because the rest of the house lay both in darkness and silence. The second thought turned to the noise, a noise which had obviously woken me, and it's the breathing noise. That's it. Okay, the breathing and the walking, that was it. Bitches rustling in the dark and someone breathing. Are they under me? As if someone disturbed sleeper was attempting to get all too comfortable in the bottom bunk. Oh god, dude. I lay there in disbelief, thinking that the noise was either my imagination or perhaps just my pet cat trying to find somewhere comfortable to spend the night. I don't think it's your pet cat, man. It was then that I noticed my door, shut as it had been as I'd fallen asleep, so it's not the cat. Perhaps my mom had checked in on me and the cat sneaked in to my room then. Dude, I don't think it's your cat, dude. Yes, that must have been it. I turned to face the wall, closing my eyes in the vain hope that I could fall back to sleep. As I moved, the rustling noise underneath me ceased. I thought that I must have disturbed my cat, but quickly I realized that the visitor in the bottom bunk was much less mundane than my pet trying to sleep, and much more sinister. Okay. As if alerted to and disgruntled by my presence, the disturbed sleeper began to toss and turn violently, like a child having a tantrum in their bed. Dude, just look below. I could hear the sheets twist and turn with my increasing ferocity. Fear that gripped me, not like the subtle sense of unease I had experienced earlier, but now potent and terrifying. Dude, just check, man, just check. Come on, dude. My heart raced as my eyes panicked, scanning the almost impenetrable darkness. I let out a cry. Ooh. As most young boys do, I instinctively shouted on my mother. Oh, dude. I could hear something stir on the other side of the house, but as I began to breathe a sigh of relief that my parents were coming to save me, the bunk bed suddenly started to shake violently as if gripped by an earthquake, scraping against the wall. Dude, no! She's gonna come in, I know it. I could hear the sheets below me thrashing around as if tormented by malice. I did not want to jump down to safety as I feared the thing in the bottom bunk would reach out and grab me, pulling me into the darkness. So I stayed there, white knuckles clenching my own blanket like a shroud of protection. Dude, honestly, I would have just gone down there because, like, what's the worst that could happen? Like, the monster or whatever is down there could grab me, and what is it gonna do then? I mean, it could also grab me when I'm up here, so, like, you know. The wait seemed like an eternity. And there's my mother! Whoa! Yeah, baby! What's wrong? Did you have a bad dream? I cried and my mother consoled me. Tears of fear, followed by relief, steamed down my face. Yet through all the horror and relief, I did not tell her why I was so upset. I cannot explain it, but it was as though whatever had been in that bunk would return if I even so much as spoke of it. Whether that was the truth, I do not know. But as a child, I felt as if that unseen menace remained close, listening. Dun dun dun. My mother laid in the empty bunk, promising to stay there until morning. Thank you. I remember the next day wanting to go anywhere, be anywhere, but in that suffocating room. I totally understand that. It was a Saturday, and I played outside quite happily with my friends. Although our house was not large, we were lucky to have a long sloping garden in the back. We played there often, as much of it was overgrown and we could hide in the bushes. Climbing the huge sycamore tree, which towered above all else, and easily imagine ourselves in the throes of a grand adventure. And what's there? As fun as all of it was, occasionally my eye would turn to that small window in my room. Ordinary, slight, and innocuous. Dude, that is scary. Is that your mother? That's probably your mother just speaking through. But for me, that thin boundary was a looking glass into a strange cold pocket of dread. Outside the lush green surroundings of our garden, filled with the smiling faces of my friends. Inside, the feeling of something in that room, watching me play, waiting for the night when I would be alone, eagerly filled with hate. It may sound strange to you, but by the time my parents unsheared me back into that room for the night, I said nothing. Dude, that is very strange, because usually I would, like, if I was him, I would definitely say something. Like, that is not something I would want to deal with. I didn't protest. I didn't even make an excuse as to why I couldn't sleep there. I still felt that this thing would be eager if I so much as spoke of it. And then the night came. And here we go, people. Another night. What's with noises? Chapter 3. Factorized. This sounds scary. Because, oh my gosh, man. Bruh. You seriously putting this on me? There's this huge guy who was the door in the previous chapters. A huge skull. Alright, what's in the front? A banner on a long pole. It's too old and turned to make out details. Let's go forward. Oh! Same room. Same room. Yep, just about the same. Let's continue forward. Oh! Bro, something changed. The skull! A huge skull! It has red glowing eyes now! Bro! Bro! Glowing eyes! Oh my gosh. Is it just me, or those banners things look like huge lollipops? I feel like it's just me. Let's continue. What are you gonna do? Oh, dude. The eyes, they're turning more red. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. This is just the same room. How am I not noticing, dude? How am I not... Oh, it's like a bomb! It's a ticking bomb! And it exploded. Did we die? What happened? Oh! We're in a factory. Okay, this is not good. This is way, way scarier. A large fan circulating in the stuffy air. Bro. Bro, what the heck? Okay. Go right here. To the right. Let's see what's over here. Oh, we gotta open this somehow. How are we gonna open that? I don't know. Let's go right over here. Down here. That is also locked over there. We have this thing. Looks almost like the lights on the runway at the airports. And I can't do anything with them. Alright. I thought they were like levers and they would maybe unlock some rooms, but no. Actually, they're over here as well. Alright. And what is this? Some kind of altar. Alright, well, no, I'm not getting close to that. Let's continue. Maybe we'll find a lever somewhere to unlock those doors. Yeah, there are also locked doors over here. What is that? Green. A picture of some kind of green landscape. The picture is still too bad shape to make out any details. Alright. I don't know where to go. Oh! Flippin' dude! You can't be doing that. They unlocked this one. Okay, how are you? I'm doing pretty fine myself. Thank you very much. Oh my god, there is a person over there. There is a person over there. Hello, buddy. It's the same guy. It's the same. He's waiting for me. Same guy waiting for me. Okay, let's see what we'll unlock now. Maybe something here at the right. Hello? Right? The right is always right. There we go. Yep. This thing unlocked. Bloop. Oh my god, what is that, bro? A creepy mask? That's a mask? What happened? What happened, bro? What's happening? Is the mask? It's probably the mask, isn't it? The mask is smiling. The mask is smiling. It's happy to see me. It's great. Dude, come on. Just let me go. The mask is gone. It was definitely the mask. Wait. Oh my gosh. It's right over here now. Okay. And suppose we go this way. So the mask went in front of me. Very weird. Indeed. Let's go find out what we unlocked. I would honestly assume that one thing down there because the guy was there. Right down here. Right? No. That is still locked. Alright, well... where is it gonna be? It must have been another area. It's not this. And what's with the walking? I hear like a certain walking sometimes. Yeah, that sound. It's not over here. Hold on, maybe something above this? No, there's nothing above this. Oh my god, dude. Okay, it's this. I thought I saw something. Oh, dude. Seriously? It's pouring. There is a red liquid pouring out. Honestly, because this is a horror game, I would say that's blood. Either blood or Kool-Aid. Probably blood, because it's a horror game. That down there is still locked, so we... Wait a minute. It's this part. There we go. Oh gosh, dude. What is that? So much blood. Ah! Okay. Okay, man. Okay. Suppose we go up now? Because there's the one section up here. Up. There we go. This is it. Look. Something gonna happen? Dude. What unlocked? Probably the one down here. Right? The one down here? I would assume so. Yep, definitely. And the monster is gone. Alright, let's unlock this. There's also a symbol. Okay, is there one more? I would assume there's one more because nothing's happened yet. One more. Oh my god! Bro, that was close. What are you? What'd I do? Okay. I just went into the altar or something and I got bent to a crisp. It's funny how certain words can remain hidden from your mind, no matter how blatant or obvious they are. One word came to me that night, lying there in the darkness alone, frightened, aware of a rotten change in the atmosphere. A thickening of the air, as if something had displaced it. As I heard the first casual twists of the bed sheets below, again, dude. The first anxious increase of my heartbeat at the realization that something was once again in the bottom bunk. That word, a word which had been sent into exile, filtered up through my consciousness. Bro, honestly, with these words, man, I'm like a flippin' Einstein child, what the heck? I'm a writer, breaking free of all repression, gasping for air, screaming, etching, and carving itself into my mind. Ghost. As this thought came to me, I noticed that my unwelcome visitor has ceased moving. So it's probably a ghost, isn't it? The bed sheets lay calm and dormant, but they had been replaced by something far more hideous. A slow, rhythmic, rasping breath heavied and escaped from the thing below. I could imagine its chest rising and falling with each sordid, whizzing, and garbling breath. I shuddered and hoped beyond all hope that it would leave without occurrence. The house lay, as it had the previous night, in a thick blanket of darkness. Silence prevailed, all but for the perverted breath of my as yet unseen bankmate. I lay there terrified. I just wanted this thing to go, to leave me alone. What did it want? Then something unmistakably chilling transpired. It moved. Wait a minute. The name of the game, it moves. It moved in a way different from before. I assume a way different way. When it threw itself around in the bottom bunk, it seemed unrestrained, without purpose, almost animalistic. For that thing lying there in the darkness, that thing which seemed to intend on terrorizing a young boy, calmly and nonchalantly sat up. Its labored breathing had become louder. Now only a mattress and a few flimsy wooden slats separated my body from the unearthly breath below. Just look down, man. I lay there, my eyes filled with tears, a fear which mere words cannot relate to you or anyone else coursed through my veins. Dude, what's gonna happen? I could not have believed that this fear could have been heightened, but I was so wrong. I imagined what this thing would look like, sitting there, listening from below my mattress, hoping to catch the slightest hint that I was awake. Imagination then turned into an unnerving reality. It began to touch the wooden slats which my mattress sat on. It seemed to caress them carefully, running what I imagined to be my fingers and hands across the surface of the wood. Then with great force, it prodded angrily between two slats into my mattress. Dude! What? Even though the padding, it felt as though someone had viciously stuck their fingers into my side. I let out an almighty cry and whizzing, shaking, and the moving thing in the bunk below replied. Wow, it replied, man, in kind by violently vibrating the bunk as it had done the night before. Dude, this is how it talks. This is how it communicates. Small flakes of paint powdered onto my blanket from the wall as the frame of the bed scraped along it backwards and forwards. And once again, I was bathed in light, and there stood my mother, loving, caring, as she always was, with a comforting hug and calming words which eventually subdued my hysteria. Of course she asked what was wrong, but I could not say. I dared not to say. I simply said one word over and over and over again. Nightmare. Ooh. Dude, you could have told her, you know, man? You could have told her. The pattern events continued for weeks, if not months. Night after night, I would then waken to the sound of rustling sheets. Each time I would scream so as to not provide this abomination with time to prod and feel for me. With each cry, the bed would shake violently. You know, I think at this point, you should just get a normal bed. And maybe even a bed that doesn't have anything at the bottom of it. So you don't have that fear anymore. I mean, where is the monster gonna hide then? Like, doesn't have anywhere to hide. Stopping with the arrival of my mother, who would spend the rest of the night in the bottom bunk, seemingly unaware of the sinister force torturing her son nightly. Along the way, I managed to feign illness a few times and come up with other less than truthful reasons for sleeping in my parents' bed. More often than not, I would be alone for the first few hours of each night in that place. Dude, is your mother not getting annoyed by this? The room where the light from outside did not sit right, alone with that thing. With time, you can become desensitized to almost anything, no matter how horrific. I had come to realize that, for whatever reason, this thing could not harm me when my mother was present. I am sure the same would have been said for my father, but as loving as he was, waking him from sleep was almost impossible. Dude, I think maybe you should install cameras then, and prove that whatever was happening to your mother, and maybe you can even catch the creature, and then, you know, proven monsters. Waking me, on the other hand, was no trouble at all, thanks to the nightmares. Whoa. Chapter 4, Anchored Overload. Ooh, wow, this seems scary already. Okay, so there's the Jesus over there. Now the episode is already getting pretty long, so I'll end the episode here. Honestly, this seems like a pretty nice game. It does remind me a little bit of Our Honor because of the style, but it's definitely not the same because you don't have any items to craft and there isn't really any chasing, at least so far. But this game is definitely atmospheric and story driven, so if you guys like this sort of content, make sure to let me know by hitting the like down below. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave down a comment below with your opinions on the game, and maybe even like the video. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye!